Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Aquarius is your healing intuitive reading for the time between the 25th of July and the 8th of August. We'll look at, we'll draw some cards for the last week of July, some cards for the first week of August. We'll also look at key energies and outcomes for this time period. There is a Reiki session included in this reading. You don't have to do anything. It's just a tarot reading, but you don't have to do anything. If you will be entitled to have the Reiki. It's for you. It will be activated during this reading. If you want to know a little bit more about how that happens, you can watch the other video that I did about called How to Receive Your Reiki. Okay, my darlings, I've shuffled, I've meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera, and then we'll get started on your reading. Okay, Aquarius. Card at the base of your reading is the Page of Pentacles. The card at the base of the reading is the overall energy or experience of this time period, or the perspective that you need to see this reading through. Okay, so you need to see it through the perspective as a Page of Pentacles. Now, this is a link to the Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it's you taking action. It's a masculine energy, so it's about taking action. It's about you wanting to take action. The Pentacles energy is where we put our energy and effort in order to manifest security. So you have learned something about yourself recently or this year that is encouraging you to shift your focus or shift where you put your energy and effort, because there's something new that you want to achieve in your life. There's a new form of security, or security in a new area or in a different area that you now want to achieve in your life, and that you're actually going to put some time into doing over this time period. So let's have a look then at what that might be. So look at your first key energies. We'll look at this one right at the end as an outcome. If I can get it. Oh, bloody hell. That's never happened before. Okay, so this is your first card. We've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has been out for all the Earth signs, so for Gemini, Libra, and now you guys, Aquarius. So these readings are very much in alignment with the astrology, actually, which is lovely to see. And so are you guys, okay? So are my viewers, the subscribers to Key Wisdom Tarot. Interesting. This is your energy. So this is about an understanding of. The queens are about, masculines are the actions that we take. The queens are our awareness. This is you being clear, understanding the truth of what you think, what your perspective is, what you want. And it's very interesting how we get these two cards together. Now, you see how I shuffle the card, how I deal the cards. It's all random. But these two cards came out for, I don't know whether it was Libra or Gemini, and they clarified each other. So they came out literally together, one on top of the other, to clarify each other. And it's a similar thing for you. You are clear now about what it is about your perspective, about what it is you know, about what it is you want to say. You understand that now. And not only do you understand it, you want to act on it over this next 2 weeks, okay? Or over this time period, or not necessarily this time period, but over this time period, okay? So let's have a look then in detail at what that might be. Obviously, you're sitting there at home. You know what it is, you understand what it is, this decision that you've made, or this new way of being or living. It might be that you decide that you want to get married, or you might decide to whatever, change careers, I don't know. But you know what those things are, yes. And the universe is supportive of your decisions and of your actions. So these are the key experiences that we've got. Okay, so we've got the Three of Cups, we've got the Chariot, we've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is for this last week of July. Amazing. I mean, I love all number threes, you know, all the number three cards, to be fair. Three of Cups is like a celebration. This is like the universe going, yes, yes, you did so good, babe. You did so good. I love your decision, babe. Yes. This is what this card says. Can you not hear it? Listen, 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 listen. That was the card. That was not me. Yes, well done, Aquarius. You did it. You did it. Amazing. Okay. This is finally, Aquarius. You're acting on a balance. I'm going to pick this one up now. A balance of not only your logic and your reason and your discernment. You're not only acting on that, but you're also acting on your inner emotional wisdom. You're becoming consciously aware. I've said this to Gemini and Libra. You're becoming consciously aware now and consciously engaging with your emotional body. And it's that that's propelling you forward. It's that that's propelling you forward. You're being more true to yourself. You're behaving and acting in a more truthful, responsible way, in a way that's more committed to the truth of who you are on a whole, or in the whole. What? You know what I mean? So that's amazing. And the universe is celebrating that with you. Three of Cups. Threes are about, just shorthand, threes are about our link to our third chakra, our sacral chakra, which is linked to the sun. And it's linked to our authenticity. That chakra is linked to your authenticity, your self-expression. And that's what number 3 is linked to. So that's what this card's linked to. And with it being cups, it's emotions, isn't it? So it's about the true expression, your true self-expression, expressing yourself truthfully, authentically, engaging with those emotions as well. That is what this card represents. And not only does it represent that, it represents we're celebrating. That is something that is to be celebrated. The fact that you're able to do that now, the fact that you're able to connect like that now, is something that is that you can celebrate. And not only you, but the universe, your guides, your angels, your spirit, whatever you believe in, God, whatever, whatever you believe in, they're all celebrating with you, going, yes, well done, Aquarius, you did it, you did it. And because that is leading you toward a victory, a sort of victory, a victory of it's propelling you forward, yes, toward new karma. Number 8 is the karmic card, remember? Yes, towards new karma and new experiences. But also it's propelling you toward, this is victorious for you, for all of us, for everyone who gets to this point in their life where I am going to be me. I am going to have enough. This is what I wrote the other day when I was meditating. Do I have enough compassion to be honest with myself? You are gaining enough, are gaining that compassion to be honest with yourself. And that means if you've been a dickhead, sorry, I usually warn you when I'm going to swear. I'm about to swear, sorry. That means if you've been a dickhead, that you can admit to yourself, that's compassion, to say, yeah, I was wrong. I did wrong. I did bad. Or if that person who you love, your mum, might be your mum, or your dad, or whatever, your friend, or your boyfriend, or whatever, your husband, your wife, if that person's been horrible to you or mistreated you, it's compassion to yourself. It's compassionate enough to yourself to say, wow, my mum, she really was not nice to me, or whatever. I mean, I don't like to insult mothers because, but that's the truth for some people. That's how it is. And if that's the truth for you, you're admitting that to yourself. And it's those things, those truths, that honesty that propels us forward, okay? So what happens though, Aquarius, is we get, I think I said propelling you forward to new karmic cycles, to new experiences. Well, what it's showing you is the fear that you had, the things that you were refusing to see, refusing to feel, refusing to acknowledge with the 8 unable to see and unable to acknowledge before, because you're all tied up, lacking compassion for yourself, thinking that it doesn't matter that you deny that or lie to yourself, or you don't let yourself feel something or whatever, thinking that's okay. It's not okay, because actually that leaves us in a place where we are stuck ultimately. We're not seeing, we're not feeling, we're not connecting to our chakras. Look here, this is where our solar plexus is and our sacral chakra is and our heart chakra. And they're all tied and bound. And we don't even see that. And that's where our compassion, excitement, our motivation, our life force is. We don't see that thinking in this way, we don't recognize that thinking in this way is actually harmed us. And really what's happening is that you're transforming from that. You're releasing those ties and that, and you're getting out of that way of thinking. Remember, karmic, that's a karmic number 8, isn't it? About karmic cycles, about understanding what's within by having experiences externally. And it's those cycles that bring us into awareness. And what's happening is that you're shaking these off. You're shaking these off. You're moving in a new direction, and you're being encouraged and blessed with good fortune, blessed with experiences now that you're ready to receive. You're ready to receive new experiences now. And there's a slight vulnerability, because we don't know the outcome. We don't know what's going to happen if you start speaking your truth, or if you start saying to your mum, you know, mum, you were not, I don't know why I'm saying this. My mum's the most amazing mother ever, so I don't want to, I feel even guilty talking about hypothetical mothers. But, you know, that's the reality. Some people, you know, some people's mothers or fathers or brothers or sisters aren't, you know, as amazing as mine, for example, or as amazing as yours, for example. So they can cause us pain. I remember when I was a little girl, I remember thinking that when you get older, everything, all your problems are sorted out, like, because you know how to handle them. Like, you just think, don't you? Or you used to think. I don't know if children nowadays think that, but when I was growing up in, you know, I was born in early 80s. When I was growing up, you know, in the 80s and the 90s, you know, I always thought that I looked at adults, the teachers around us, or obviously my parents, my brothers, my sisters, and I used to think, wow, you know, when you get older, you just know how to handle everything. And that is so not the case, isn't it? And you get older and you realise, no, you're just the same bloody person. You're just the same person. You just have experiences. It's like when you watch Back to the Future or those films when you were a kid, and you think, and I remember thinking, well, the future is going to be normal, because we're going to grow up with that future. We're going to see these advances in technology. This is how I used to think when I was a kid, you know. I think, well, it's not going to be amazing when we have hoverboards, because when we have these bloody hoverboards, because we're going to have seen the development of hoverboards. We're going to have seen the development of these computers and this technology. And that's what it's like for you now. It's like you're almost waking up in a new world where you realise, you know, these emotions aren't going to go anywhere if I don't handle them, if I don't deal with them, if I don't look at them. This way of thinking isn't going to go anywhere if I don't address it, if I don't engage with it. And that in itself is revolutionary for you. That way of thinking is revolutionary for you. And there's change that comes about because of this new engagement that you're embarking on. There's change that comes about because of this new engagement. The universe is bringing that change in for you. This thinking is bringing that change in for you. This acknowledgement of a new emotional self, or of a maturing emotional experiences, that in itself is bringing about this change, this wheel of fortune for you. So let's have a look then as we enter August, what type of experiences this might be. So we've got, first of all, we've got the 5 of Cups. So we know that this is change. Now, I've been talking about someone's mother. I don't know why I only ever talk about mums in good light, but maybe there is somebody out there watching this video who's been, you know, you've had some issue with your mother or parents, or, you know, from your upbringing, you know, going back, you know, when you were younger. And even if you are young now, you know, you might be 15, 16 now watching this video, and you might be starting to think and engage with those questions of, flipping it, that was hard, that, weren't it? You know, mum and dad, and that really did upset me, and that was hard for me. And this is how it's affecting me, and it is affected me. This is that energy of recognizing, realizing, seeing the, you know, circumstances arising that show you the woundings, basically, that show you the impact of the woundings, that help you to see that there is some stuff that you're carrying around with you still. with the Five of Cups, and that those things are necessary to be changed. Okay, excellent. And then we've got the King of Swords, which is you. The Nine of oh my gosh, brilliant. Oh my god, honestly, you guys are doing well, you know, you earth signs, because you've all had this card. And what it shows is, oh, sorry, this is I'm annoying myself right now moving this camera. What it shows, just a second, it's doing me head in this now. I'm going, can I do that? Yeah, because I put it in the wrong place, kind of. There we go. Okay, that's better. I feel better now. Okay, I'm such a perfectionist, darling. Okay, so what it shows is that this new language that you're learning to speak, this new language, this new way that you're learning to speak to yourself, that you're learning to think, this new way that you're learning to engage with your emotions, whilst it's been heavy, or whilst it is heavy, or whilst it is confronting and intense at times, or whilst it has been those things at times, actually, ultimately what it's leading you toward is a new form of security. It's a new form of security because it's everything's out in the open. There's nothing hidden from your view. There's nothing hidden from your consciousness or from your psyche. You are seeing the emotions, the impact. You see not only what they did to you, but what you did to them, how you acted out, why you responded in that way. You're able to be honest with yourself, and this is a level of maturity that not everyone reaches in their life. You know, sometimes people never get to a point where they can see the truth of their behavior, where they can say, the reason I did this, because you know, it's like I've been talking about Love Island. I've been watching Love Island, and it's like people say, you know, on Love Island, you know, I don't want to be with her, one dude on there. I don't want to be with her because she's loud, or because she hasn't handled things well, or because she's immature, or because she's this, or because she's that. Some people only ever get to that point. They only ever get to that place where they just, it's all about other people. It's what they said, it's what they did, and it's what she said, and it's how they treated me. And they never ever get to the truth of, I don't want to be with her because, or whatever, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that because I feel vulnerable in a situation where someone is watching my relationship. That makes me feel vulnerable because I feel like I'm exposed. They don't want to say that. They never get to that point. They never get to that point where they can understand that it's the exposure that creates the anxiety within them that they avoid. And that exposure that they're avoiding is something that comes from a previous relationship or a previous situation or an old wound. This is you guys coming into that awareness, recognizing these wounds, recognizing these things that have been hidden from you or that you've been avoiding, or you're starting to see them. And that's the change I feel that comes about at the, you know, that's the change that this indicates. And what it brings you, as I said, is awareness. And not only awareness, because remember, this is awareness, the Queen. You've got the awareness, or you achieve this awareness by the end of August. Not only do you achieve the awareness, is you would start to act on that. So it means that you might have conversations, or you might tell people what you've learned, or you might speak to your mother or to your ex-partner or whatever. You know, you might have those conversations. You're acting on a new truth, on this new truth. You're allowing this new wisdom that you've gained by engaging with your emotions in this way, or by engaging with your experiences in this way. You're allowing that new information to affect your behavior in a very real way. That means having honest conversations, yes, with yourself in your mind, but also, or out loud like I do, or with other people. You know, actively reflecting, actively talking, seeking to have those conversations, taking those actions, and taking actions also that from now on reflect the truth of what you know, as opposed to acting like you used to act before. You know, people think that, it's funny because people think, which I find so fascinating and hilarious actually in my life, now I do, people think that they are who they are. People say, that's who I am. That's just who I am. I'm just that person. I mean, I always say, man, so you are the only thing in this entire universe that doesn't evolve. Is that what you're saying? That doesn't change? You're the one thing in the whole universe that doesn't change. I mean, how unnatural does that sound? We are a combination of... I'll show you on here, because this is the yin and the yang here. We are a combination of... This is what happens in our life today. You know, the experiences that we've had, all the things that have ever happened to us. The conversations we've had, the dreams that we've had, the thoughts that we've had, the experiences, everything that's ever happened to us. We're a combination of all that, plus all the things that we were when we arrived on this planet. So when we arrived in this life. So it's like, this is the moon, the inner wisdom, the yang, if you will. So it's like, hang on a minute, or the yin. I can't remember. I always forget which is the masculine, which is the feminine. But you know what? You get my drift. So that means then, so you come with this, you come with parts of you, if you will. Many people don't ever fully get to engage with that, actually, but anyway. And then every single day, everything that happens, everything you do, everything you think, everything you say, everything you feel, all of those things propel you forward, change you, make you grow, make you adapt. So what's happening for you guys is you're going through these changes, these growth, this adaptation, because you're coming into awareness about the truth of who you are, about the truth of some of your past experiences, and what it gives you is confidence. We've got the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles here. What it gives you is confidence. What it helps you to feel is confident and secure. Remember, the Pentacles, we build security with the Pentacles that Tiny's come in. Oh, bless him. Hello, Tiny. I always say Tiny's an earth sign. He's not. He's a Pisces, but he always comes in. Do you want to come and say hello to the Aquarius? Oh, good boy. But he does love you, Aquarius, Virgo, and Gemini. He usually comes and sees him, don't you? He's had a new haircut, ain't you, Tiny? Yeah? Oh, you're cute, baby. Can you see him? You can't always. He's hiding. Anyway. Good boy. You lie down and mummy. Okay. So we've got this 9 and we've got this 10 of Pentacles. And, you know, the 9 and 10 of Pentacles, obviously we know that means progress, don't we? But we know what this is I used to call this the Riri card, the Rihanna card, because it's this energy of confidence. It's this energy of understanding that you're able to manifest the security that you want. And understanding that now because you know the truth of yourself. You know the woundings that you held. Even for many, many years for some of you, if it's because of a parent or whatever. You know now the truth of those things. You can see it. You can understand them. You can understand how they affected you. You can understand all that. And it's that understanding, that awareness that actually brings through this confidence. And it also not only brings through the confidence of the number 9, but it brings the abundance of number 10, the 10 of Pentacles, because this is abundance, this card. And it's our birthright. It's your birthright to feel secure. It's your birthright to feel confident. It's your birthright to be you, to be exposed. It's your birthright to be manifested in this world fully formed. And not only that, but also the things that you do, the things that you see, the things that you achieve are within your grasp. The things that you can achieve from now on are within your grasp, are abundant because you now know the truth, because you now see the truth, and you are responding to that. You are engaging with that truth, even if it's been vulnerable and upsetting and you've cried more in the last 18 months than you've ever cried in your whole entire life. I get it, but you just need to know and understand that those tears, that intensity, that realization that you've gone through, it's been growth. That's what healing feels like. People think, I don't know what people think healing is like. I don't know what people think it's like to be a tarot reader, Reiki master. People must think that I'm a hippie skipping around the park all the time. I tell you what, it's intense to go through that level of healing continually, because that level of expansion, to continue to go through expansion, it's physically draining, emotionally draining, spiritually draining, and mentally draining and exhausting. And that you might feel an element of that exhaustion to some extent, because of the experiences of your recent past, of your last 18 months or whatever it's been for you as an individual. But what it gives you, no one can ever take that away, because you see. It's like you go to the dark side, man, you see it all, and you come back from that. And you realise, bloody hell, I did that. I felt that. I let myself feel all that. I let myself think all that. I let myself face all that. And I'm still standing. Oh my gosh. You see what I'm saying? That's why you get to feel that confident. And that's why you know from now on, forever and ever, amen. Ain't nothing can bring you down. And even because you know that, yeah, you can be brought down, you can be sad, but you've been there and you got back up and look at where you're at now. So I'm emotional for you because it's been, it really feels like the end of a cycle for you and the beginning of a brand new cycle for you guys. You know, it's beautiful. I think next year is going to be a really great year for you guys, actually. I can see it. I can feel it already, Aquarius. Not just you, Aquarius, probably all the earth signs. There's going to be you're going to be really be able to manifest next year abundance, the abundance that you want. If you want financial abundance, you're getting it. Not because like the universe is going to come down and wave a magic wand, because you're going to create it. If you want the relationship or the children or the family, you're going to get those things. Not because someone's going to wave a magic wand, because you're going to create it. Because you learning. This is how, it's in the dark, those dark places, yeah, those intense places. That's where you learn to manifest. Forget listen, I know there's all this noise out there about law of attraction, blah, blah, blah. You don't learn to manifest by, as I said, thinking positive. You learn to manifest by being real, by being truthful, by being honest, by facing up to those honest, negative, hard, difficult, challenging emotions. That's how you learn to be secure. I mean, I'm a Capricorn. You know, this is, what's my card? The devil energy. That's how you learn it. And believe me, I've spent time in that energy, that intensity. Feeling all those responsibilities that I need to do this and that I should do that, and questioning why and if and when and how hard this is, and the keep going, that commitment that you have. But that's why we end up like this, you know. That's why we end up like the King and the Queen of Pentacles, because we face that down. You, Aquarius, have been facing that down. Let's have a look at you. I'm going on here. Look, what did I just say? What did I just say to you about manifesting? What did I just say, Aquarius? This is how you learn to manifest. You learn to manifest by going to the dark side, by facing your demons, by facing the things that have hurt you the most. Because once you get there, you realise, I got back up and I'm all right. So now what can I do? Nothing can stop me now. If I went down there, that dark, dark path for 3 years, and now it's 3 years later and I'm still smiling, and I'm still okay, and I'm healthy, and I still cared about myself, and I'm still wanting to engage with my feelings and my thoughts, I can do anything. And yes, you can. Because here's the manifestation card. Here's you, the law of attraction. Here's you building, manifesting, creating the life that you want. As I said, you just wait and see. 2020, it's coming for you. Not only 2020, from now. Because now you're going to start being decisive. Now's the time you're cutting out the wheat you're sorting the wheat from the chaff for the rest of the year. You're sorting out the stuff that's no longer necessary. You're having those conversations. You're going after the things you want. You're telling the people. You're saying the things. You're doing whatever it is. This is you at your fingertips, having the ability, the power, the strength, the awareness, the wherewithal to manifest, to create, to sustain the security, the abundance, the life, the relationship, the job, the situations that you want. And it's not because you've been thinking positive, because how hard has 2019 been for you, Aquarius? How hard has it been? Hard, man. It's been hard. Yeah, you know, I know. But once you face up to those demons, once you face up to those hurts, the pain that you've been carrying around, That's what I'm telling you. You're manifesting. Look at that. Beautiful. 10 and 10 and then the 1 here. We're moving on this progress. You know, we get to the... It's not an ace, is it? But you know what I'm saying. Yeah? Change is coming. Abundance is coming. And it's becoming because, as I said, no magic wand that someone's waving. You are creating it. You are the magician. Yeah? So it was worth it. It was worth it. I love this reading for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I can't believe it. I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, so my darling Aquarius, if you like this reading, give it a thumbs up, please, and share this video with all the fellow Aquarians out there, because you all need to hear this message. You all need to hear it. Okay. What else was I going to say? Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and leave me your comments. Let me know how you get on. Your Reiki, for those people that are wanting your Reiki, it's been activated in this reading, and you will receive that Reiki. Has it been activated in this reading? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it has been now. It has. Your Reiki's been activated in this reading. If you want to be doubly 100% sure that you're going to receive your Reiki, it will come at a time that's appropriate for you anyway. But you can watch that Reiki video just to get an awareness of how it works. Blah blah blah. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I'll be doing your love readings for August. Beginning of August, so keep an eye out for those. If you subscribe and click the bell, you'll get notifications. Check out the Key Wisdom playlist for everything mindfulness, meditation and Reiki. I will see followers of Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram, on Facebook very, very soon. Otherwise, I'll see you back on here in a week or so with your brand new love readings. Okay, Aquarius? Well done to you. Have a fabulous couple of weeks, my darlings, and I'll see you all again very soon with your brand new readings. Take care, Aquarius. Bye.